Yeah. Good afternoon, friends. What a wonderful audience. So happy to have all the Pandavas here. Others are having their lunch. Anyway, congratulations for this wonderful conference. Happy to be here. I thank Dr. Shekhar, Dr. Anirudh, Dr. Matre for making me come to this conference. And when I say Mann Ki Baat, I first acknowledge all the work, good work you do. I mean, you really do very intricate work, exclusive, elitist. Psychiatrists are like milk. Surgeons are makhan, but you are the ghee, you are the essence of the entire field. And congratulations, good work. When I say Mann Ki Baat, I first pay obeisance to Maharishi Patanjali and Gautam Buddha. Both of us gave something beautiful. They were the two greatest mental scientists of the era. Patanjali gave us yoga. Americans use more yoga than India. More American kids practice yoga than Indian kids. And Gautam Buddha gave us Vipassana. Vipassana is known as mindfulness all over the world. Well, मन is always about philosophy of life. हमें अपने काम में क्या करना है. And the philosophy of life is basically, when you start your practice, what is your goal? What is it that you will define? What are the boundaries you will actually use? And extremely important to understand your nature and personality is also very important. I want attachment here, I want attachment there, I want attachment there, I want attachment here. Gone, absolutely gone. I will settle down. I still remember when people asked me as a psychiatrist, why are you not attached to this hospital, that hospital? I said, I am the brand. I will practice 10 minutes away from my house and I'll be happy. But in your field, it's different because operations are rare. You need to really circulate yourself wide. But your nature and personality and your philosophy of life defines stress. What is important is the mentor-mentee relationship. In India, it is very strange. A 75-year-old teacher will call his 70-year-old colleague who was a student, ye to mera student hai. And that really causes stress to that mentor, not to the mentee. It's so important to understand that when somebody finishes his graduation, he's a colleague. He's a colleague. It's important to acknowledge a colleague as a colleague. He may have been your student in the college, but it's the student's job to say, he's my teacher. Very important. Well, gone are the days of reverence. Gandhiji would never be criticized. Father of the nation, but slowly we are saying that we need to critically examine everybody. This is an era of respect. I like him, but I don't agree with him. I think you have done this good job, but there are some things which you don't agree. So very important to understand that patients will not revere you anymore. It's not opera house practice. They will say, this is what you informed me. This intricate surgery, you promised me these outcomes, but did not happen. I don't like you. And they would say it upfront, be prepared for that. Be prepared to take swords, stabs, and cudgels across your life. My dear friends, many doctors come and tell me, हम बचपन में गाना गाते थे, चेस खेलते थे, पर अभी तो समय नहीं मिलता है. Absolutely wrong. Time is in your hands. When people come and say you're busy, you'll not be available for a lecture, I tell them, I'm busy, but I'll find time. I'll find time. So many women, especially, and even men, yaar, kitna maza karte the, kitna. I play the sitar very well. What happened to you now? Samay nahi milta hai. Samay nahi milta is the biggest myth on this earth. You need to find time. You need to steal time. And please go back to your mood lifters and your mood shifters and see if you can do something. Well, stress busters or handling the mind, inspiration is RRR. How many of you seen this movie? What is RRR? My God, you are very educated. Rise, revolt, and rise, roar, and revolt. I am not talking about this. I am talking about these 3 R's. Building resilience. I explained everything to that patient. I gave them a bill I gave them an estimate of this money. I sat down for 3 hours, but he went to my senior. Resilience. Apna time aayega. As you work sincerely, honestly, and you actually build your skill, you will always succeed. There are 4 qualities, five qualities for doctors. 5 A's. Affable, available, accessible, affordable, and average. You need only average skills to do well in life. Skills are slowly built. So if you have these 5 skills, your stress will be much less. So resilience, building your energy when your patient who was about to come on the table went to somebody else. A patient whom you operated and you were doing very well, but suddenly complications arose and the hospital head said, you go and explain to the patient, you stand there, there are a horde of relatives. Kasa zalasa. What have you done? Eppadi aichu? And that is something you need to really understand. Relationship. Always have good relationship with everybody. Not false, good. Which means you appreciate all the good things which others do. And when you appreciate loudly, mental health is so beautiful. Appreciation does not help the other, but appreciation helps you to open your heart. But doctors don't talk to each other and don't appreciate each other. I don't know what's wrong. Absolutely. I saw your patient the other day. He was praising you. And I was so happy to hear from you. When doctors start appreciating, the practice automatically increases. Automatic. Just try that for the next 1 year. Try that for the next 1 year. Practice na improve hoga. So I will go to my village in Mangalore and start my farming, which I have stopped years ago. My dear friends, repair and reform. Dakha, you will fail sometimes. You will fall sometimes. Marriage, you might fall. Work, you might fall. Suddenly, a hospital appoints a vascular surgeon. And then they appoint a full-time surgeon. And the patients are forced to go to the full-time surgeon. What do? No problem. No, keep smiling. I'm a visiting psychiatrist. Let me tell you, my dear friends, continuous systematic good work, smiling at all your colleagues, appreciating them, and the third is, gira to fir se utne ka baap, ghabarne ka nahi. Kuch nahi. We are all destined to fall once in a while. But getting up is important. The skills to get how to say skills? Calling up a friend, say, Meri lag gayi hai. Maji lagli. Maji phatte. These words have no English terms. You try to translate these words in English. Indian idioms in Tamil or Hindi or whatever can never ever be translated in the same sense. Okay? And in the conferences, please use Indian idioms to explain concepts to other doctors. My dear friends, focus on your craft. Come continuously. Sharpen your saw and do not chase money. Money will always chase you. Money will always chase you. I mean, no worry at all. I have not seen any consultant's clinic auctioned by the bank. I have not seen any consultant's hospital auctioned by the bank. I have never seen. Money will always, don't be in a hurry. Younger consultants are in a great hurry. I don't know why. Not the vascular surgeons. Huh? I'm talking about psychiatrists. Sorry, you guys are not like that. Yeah? Young consultant, idealist, optimist, humanist, and laborist. But when the EMI comes, everything changes. But retaining some form of idealism is important. My dear, early days, I still remember early days, walking up and down, waiting for patients and asking my guy at the door, I hear some footsteps. So, kiska, tumsa nae ho, it's not your patient, it's the advocate's client coming. So, important to also remember these days and accept it. Now, you are the brand. In my hospital, where I practice, there are some surgeons who go up and down the hospital. No patients in the clinic. Don't go up and down here. Write an Instagram post. Write a story of one of your clients whom you operated well. Stories are read by young people. Young people do not follow elders. They follow young consultants. And consultants whom they see on Google, on Instagram, the surgeons say, "Ami social media madhe nahi." Mara. Za khadyat za. Don't waste your time. Sit and make a beautiful Facebook post of something interesting in your field. And post it if you're free. Don't waste your time, and you will find slowly practice improves, and you also feel nice. When you write a story, you feel nice. When people read your story, they also feel nice, but the story has to be genuine. Now, some people say, no, I'm not very creative. How many of you believe you're creative? Put your hands up. Others have kept their hands down. Each one of us is born creative. Few discover it in their lifetime because you don't believe it. God is secular, democratic, 1200 grams of brain. And the brain can give you wonders if you believe that the brain can give you one. Each one of us is creative. Each one of us is innovative. But few discover it in their lifetime. And that is so important for us to understand. My dear friends, in medical practice, share your knowledge, not your wallet. Never share your wallet. You'll never respect yourself. Okay? And at home, share your wallet, not your knowledge. Don't go home, I did this surgery, it was so difficult, it took me 5 hours. Your wife is not interested, your husband is not interested. Who said that? No, teri ma. Huh? That means she's Patidev. Anyway, also share, but share your wallet. It's a peacemaking. No, I democratically agree what he says. It may be an exception, but thank you, sir. सच बोल रहे वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस सब मिथ था यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड हंड्रेड्स ऑफ लेक्चर्स ऑफ वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस हाउस में जाओ पेशेंट को रख के आओ अरे ऐसा होता है क्या साला फटता है उधर अपन करके आए अभी क्या होएगा फटता है कि नहीं सी हमारा क्या इन साइकेट्री इफ दे डोंट वी कैन से चाइल्डहुड ट्रॉमा दिस ट्रॉमा दैट ट्रॉमा यू कांट डू ऑल दैट you can't do all that past life also we can say in the last life nowadays past life regression. But you and orthopedic surgeons just can't do that. Ophthalmologists also just can't do that. दिखता है, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So it's important to understand that there's no work-life balance. Imbalance is the truth. Okay? But finding balance in imbalance is life. But the point is, I would like to say it in a different context, not this context alone. As you grow in practice, you have resentments towards some people. Hey, इसके साथ बनता नहीं. साला कॉलेज में था, साला उसको मैं ही सिखाता था आज देख ना उसका प्रैक्टिस मेरे से ज़्यादा है. Happens. He is lucky. Resentments build. You need to understand you never know who will be of use to you in your practice at what point of time. So try to bring down your resentments, accept people exactly as they are. Did you ever believe that this man will be sitting adjacent to you today at this time? No, कायनात ने लाया तुमको साथ में, प्रारब्ध ने लाया है. Important to accept that there are forces beyond you. And it's important to accept that finding balance in imbalance, which means you are called for an emergency. Wife and kids are prepared for an outing. And you reluctantly go. And you have a big face. तुमको क्या पता है? What do you know? I am a doctor. Big face, bhopala. And then you believe that she should understand you. But I'll come to that again. It's important to handle your family. Not be available. But it's not about it's not about the quality of time. It's about the intensity of time. What you do in that short time, that is important. And for that, smile is a sign of. Can anybody say smile is a sign of? I'm a South Indian. How many South Indians here? Will you answer the question, please? South Indians are always intelligent. Tambrams are more intelligent. Tamilians are more intelligent. Marwadis are also very intelligent. God did not give anything to my state. Karnataka, nothing. Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan. Smile is a sign of respect. Respect means I don't like him. He is vegetarian. I am non-vegetarian. But still I accept him exactly as he is. And that sort of a connection between professionals helps you to feel better. Sign of respect. It's not about, no, we have to smile at the secretary. I am contesting the elections next time. Elections होता है क्या ऐसे ही nomination होता है? होता है? पूरा campaigning होता है? That means your budgets are big. ऐसा नहीं. Anyway, meaning of life is good health. Today, a lot of literature talks about stress and depression as loss of meaning in life. Meaninglessness causes stress and causes depression. What happens in stress? We are in a globalized world. You say happy birthday to somebody on the Facebook, but the fellow has died and you don't know he's dead. You don't know whether your neighbor is alive. Suddenly you get a notice he passed away or she passed away. 25 years ago, you would see more people in funerals. Now you don't see people in funerals at all. That's a metaphor of globalization, which means disconnection. Disconnection is the cause of stress. Connection brings down stress. So what is very important, there are 5 symptoms, 6 symptoms, 5 I's and 1 M, as a consequence of a fast-paced life. One is irritability. Chidkorpana. Kovam varudhu. Rombam kovam varudhu. Second is insomnia. Lot of surgeons quietly take alprazolam 0.25 half. And they come and say, alprazolam kaisa dawa hai? And we read, no? Tu leta hai kya? Nothing wrong. But the point is, insomnia, irritability is very important. Isolation. You feel lonely in a crowd. Okay. Sexless marriages. Okay. Impulsivity. Mistrust. My dear friends, you need to calm down your sympathetic nervous system by doing a host of meditative practices. Pranayam, Anapana, Shambhavi Mahamudra, Sudarshan Kriya, whatever. You have to calm down your sympathetic, bring a balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic, and that is very important for sleep and all the symptoms. My dear friends, young consultant gets married. Pondati has come. And love marriage, and people who have love marriage, how many of you love marriage? Marriage is an event, it's not an achievement. Love marriage, this room. It's an event, it's not an achievement. But what is important is love marriage is heart to the hip. You talk, then you mate. Arranged marriage, hip to the heart. You don't know the person. 15 days of honeymoon, I love you. Kaika love, malum hi nahi sala. 15 days of sex and I love you, impossible. They don't know what is love. And the most important thing is maintenance is the key. You might marry Sunny Leone or Beckham or anybody, but you'll get bored after some time. Sir, nahi milega sir, wo Sunny Leone. Point is, anybody you marry, the most beautiful woman or the most handsome man, boredom will set in. The same pair of lips, the same awaj. It's important that you maintain, and maintenance is the most difficult because you marry the best available at that point of time. Life is all about the best available. Prime Minister, best available. Fridge, best available. But others you can upgrade. Oh, fridge feko, naya fridge lao. To upgrade your marriage is difficult because if a man attempts a divorce, it's 3 crores. Because you are a vascular surgeon. Alimony is a huge. Oh yeah, very huge, very huge. Don't try. If you want to bring it down, come and meet me. I'll tell you how. Life is all about the best available. Sir, she will not come, sir. Don't look at me like that. That girl whom you are in love in MBBS, she will never come. So whoever is there, she is your Anarkali. And you are the Amitabh, sir. Don't try anything, sir. But you know what? After marriage, my God, she's so cute. Man, where were you for so long? Or he's so nice. Where were you for so long? Boss, as long as they're boyfriend or girlfriend, they're good. Once they become husband and wife, they're the same. Marriage is all about perfumes. Dating is all about perfumes. But marriage is all about perfumes and farts. Both. You have to bear both. And that is so important. My dear friends, awareness of feelings. This is the slide which is put by Shekhar. Shekhar, why did you put this here? Don't do this, huh? You should inform me beforehand. Awareness of feelings. What is the methodology of your communication? If I tell Shekhar, if I tell Matre, Anirudh, thank you for inviting me, okay? Let me improve this sentence. I'm so happy to be here. Which is better? Happy to be here. Add feeling phrase in your communication. Are you came to meet me? I'm so delighted. Initially, you don't have the habit because your father also did not say so. But start practicing. Abhinay karte karte, it becomes part of your skin. Don't say, I don't feel like saying it because it's not part of my culture. My dear friends, everything is not about soul to the skin. Skin to the soul bhi hota hai. When you start practicing, that is why arranged marriage succeeds. You practice, I love you, then slowly you start loving your wife or your husband. They don't believe that. These guys don't believe that. So alag, this is a different crowd, huh? They don't believe that. So share your feelings. Even if you're angry at home, I'm so angry at you that I told you I'm going to come at 2 o'clock for food. Why is my food not prepared? Normal husband. Abnormal husband? No food. Okay. Okay. Don't believe that your wives should look at you and know what is happening in your head. Express your anger with pure love. Shekhar, do you ever get angry at your neighbor's wife? You are never angry at your neighbor's wife because you have nothing to do with her. You are angry at your own wife because pure anger is love. Pure anger is love. No, differentiation. They're all interested in the neighbor's wife. Pure anger is love. And remember, anger is not humiliation. Anger is not aggression. Anger is, I did not like the way you said that to me in front of your parents. I'm so angry with you, my son. I taught you mathematics full night, but you did all. What do you do? I'm angry at you. I feel like giving you 2 tight slaps. Normal father. American father, I'm afraid that you really did very badly in mathematics. And I'm sure that you may not cross this year. American nahi hai. We don't have 911. Express your love, your anger, your sadness very openly. My dear friends, don't be in the realm of feeling. If you go away from the realm of feeling, you'll use adjectives. Useless boy. That is feeling plus judgment. Anger and you judge. You use adjectives. But if you share pure feelings, you don't use adjectives. Sometimes adjective plus judgment is sarcasm. Your father's school, don't go. Your father has made big money. Your father is a vascular surgeon. He operates only one operation, full month ka ho jata hai uska. 6 lakhs, ho gaya. Nothing to do. Sarcasm. Those जो लोग दिन भर जिंदगी भर ताना मारते हैं, they are unhealthy people. Those who use adjectives all the time are unhealthy people. Those who share feelings are healthy people. My dear friends, as I slowly stop, anger is a positive emotion, aggression is an abnormal state. But some of the women in India, Shekhar, you should hear this, are trained not to get anger right from childhood. Gussa पीना सीखो बेटे, पराया घर जाओगी, इज्जत मत निकालना, 1 साल चुप रहना, सब प्रॉपर्टी के पेपर्स किधर रखा है देखना, उसके बाद हाथ मारना. The point is, if you really block your anger, resentment, and all feelings undergo chemical equation. Resentment. I drink a cup of poison and expect him to die. He doesn't know. If resentment is blocked, hostility, पतली गली में मिला तो माँ कसम इसका खून नहीं किया तो मेरा भी नाम और शेखर नहीं है. Okay? Hostility. Then rage. And you are burning from inside. Your pancreas says, I will not give you insulin. Goes on strike. Thyroid says, I will not give you thyroxine. Goes on strike. And the stomach says, I'll fill you with acid. And as the blood supply moves across the body, cholesterol says, I will stay in your vessels of your heart. So alignment is stress busting. That is something which is very important to understand. Resentment, hostility, hate and revenge. Intense hate anywhere interferes with. Don't watch news. You'll fall sick. Watch DD News. Smooth. Nothing is there. Safe. Hate is not only infectious. Families are breaking because somebody is with Rahul Gandhi, somebody is with Modi. Who the hell cares? Yaar, tum apna operation karo, shant raho na. Doctors don't speak to each other because they're from 2 different groups. The middle ground is vanishing. Let's build the middle ground in our families where we can discuss without animosity. We might agree to disagree and still live very peacefully. My dear friends, how many of you had breakups? Only 3. क्या तुम लोगों ने कभी प्यार किया था? Only 3. What sort of association is this, yaar? How many of you have been through divorce? Male doctors don't cry. They don't cry. When I ask all male doctors, they say we cry alone in a room. I said the best place to cry is your wife's bosom. She says no, she will know my weak points. I say she knows all your points. The best place to cry is your lover's bosom or somebody whom you love. Stress goes on. Touch changes chemistry. Words change the brain. Touch changes the brain. Very important. And what's also very important is, one sentence a patient told me once, and that encompasses all the edits and the evidence in a book. He said, जो बह गया वो पानी है, जो रह गया वो जहर है. Block your tears, your body will start crying. So good men, happy men cry easily. They don't believe, मैं घर का करता हूँ, सब मेरे सुनते हैं. अरे बच्चा बोलेगा, बाप रोएगा तो नॉर्मल बाप है साला. बाप ऐसे भोपड़ा जैसे बैठेगा तो बोलेगा, I can't become like you, you be there where you are. And that is so important. My dear friends, jealousy. This is not so bad, but this is bad. साला वो 5 bedroom hall में गया रे, क्या किया मालूम नहीं, कुछ तो झोल है साले का, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. शेखर, something is wrong there. No, how did he get it? We are same age, we grow same, we married similar wives. In the sense the father-in-law is not very rich. Okay, normal है, normal, except it is normal. Okay, he is from JJ, I am from KM. बाप रे, अरे JJ हो या KM, cumulative experience, cumulative learning helps you to grow in life. Cumulative learning, you don't stop learning. You learn, you keep your antennas open, keep your eyes and ears open to learn. There's every teacher or every friend, every person on this earth can really teach you, provided your antennas are open. My dear friends, Bhayam मेरे का joy. अभी joy क्या है? Joy ये है कि when you go to the market, how many vegetarians here? Few, no? Okay. When you go to the market and buy paneer, I would have used fish pomfret, but it might hurt sentiments. Nare matre. So I use paneer. When you buy paneer, somebody taps you. Sir, do you remember me? 18 years ago, I'd come to your hospital and you operated me. That is joy. Joy is something you can't chase and you can't avoid. Pleasure is, Shetty ko kisne bulaya? Who called this Shetty fellow? I'll just go and take 2 stiff drinks and I'll come back. My God, horrible. Pleasure, you chase it. Joy is something you don't chase and you can't avoid. And happiness workshops are useless because you have to chase peace. Happiness is a byproduct of peace. My dear friends, I'll slowly stop. Small joys, don't wait. Sir, small joys. Cutting chai, microdose of love. The most important need of human being is to be loved. Don't wait, matre, on your birthday midnight, that girl will not call you. That first breakup wali, nahi hai na. She is sleeping with somebody else. You are sleeping with somebody else. So I still tell all the human race, be alert to the small dose of love. When your son says, Daddy, are you tired? Do you want me to make tea for you? Small dose of love. The rickshaw guy says, 20 paisa rehne do saab, agle janam mein lenge. That is love. Be alert to the small dose of love. There's nobody in this room who has not been loved or who doesn't receive love, but antennas are not open. Nirupa Roys are very few now. They're very few. पता है मेरे जिंदगी में क्या हुआ है? नहीं, they're gone. That era is gone. So be alert to the small dose of love. Kind gesture, holding hands. In South, no, Shekhar, we don't hold hands of our wives when we walk. अपना नहीं है, हम South Indian है. ये पंजाबी साला हाथ भी पकड़ता, पैर भी पकड़ता साला. Maharashtrians in between. आता आपण धरू नंतर सोडू. आता धरू नंतर सोडू. Okay, my dear friends. The biggest energy is love. And all doctors. Baporia. તમે તો બપોરિયા કરો છો ને, થોડું હવારે, થોડી બપોરે, થોડી રાત્રે. ખબર પડી ને તમને? બપોરિયો, મારું ગાંવ ને કાઠિયાવાડ છે, કાઠિયાવાડ. હું હે. My dear friends, How many of you still recollect the beautiful stories of your mother and father escorting you to school and feeling it in all six senses and sharing it with your friends and your spouse or your loved ones? Be alert to the stirred moments of your life. You have a million stirred moments of life, and because of the fast pace, everything's buried. Most of the women, when you ask them, what is the most stirred moment of your life? They say, birth of the first child. So husband का नाम ही नहीं लेता है, कहाँ से आया? सूर्य पुत्र है क्या? No woman talks about marriage. So Shubhamangalam, South. No woman, first child. And men, useless people. I remember when I passed my MBBS. अरे उसके पहले भी जिंदगी था क्या नहीं तुम्हारा? उसके पहले जिंदगी था क्या नहीं? Those doctors who are in touch with the stories of life which stirred them. But I still remember my mom escorting me to school. My dad actually feeding me. My dad coming to my room and checking if I have fever every day at that point of time, all night. All night. These are the stirred moments of life. And if you actually live, Paresh, na? Actually, if you actually, I have not met him but picked up his picture. Don't sue me. Huh? Actually, if you are in touch with these small moments of love, stress dissolves. अरे ऑपरेशन होएगा कॉम्प्लिकेशन होएगा कुछ हंसेगा कुछ जाएगा. My teacher Dr. N.S.Y. said, Harish, don't jump when somebody comes and praises you. 50% will praise you, 50% will talk bad about you, whoever you are, whichever field you are as a doctor. So my dear friends, keep in touch with those beautiful moments, even if you're 60, 70, 40, 30. And they're always there. And get it back and sit down and talk to your wife or your husband about it. As friends, just gather and talk about the beautiful moments you've had in your life. When my father died in my hands, it was one of the most beautiful moments. Get the moments and play it in all six senses. MD gold medal, MS gold medal is not the most beautiful moment. There are much more beautiful moments much before that. My dear friends, don't end your life. Huh? Shame is very dangerous. Coffee Day owner was excessively ashamed of the loan he had. But if he had talked to Ambani, he would have helped him. बैठ यार, मैंने भी बहुत लोगों को चू बनाया. बैठ ना, अपन करेंगे, अपन solve करेंगे. He was ashamed. Kill shame and seek help. If you're down, if you have a case in the court, talk to all your colleagues. बैठ यार, मुझे बता ना क्या करने का. नहीं ऐसे कैसे बताएगा? 20 years experience. I have done major surgeries. All the actors come to me. अरे सबकी लगने वाली है कभी ना कभी. It's important to share, and if you are shameless, you are there in UK. But Indian doctors, we don't share our feelings. अपने बाप ने भी नहीं किया था. And some people say, we never share about money and about our life with our wife and with our children. Stop that, yeah. Unlock your minds, unless otherwise it will explode later. My dear friends, as you mature in practice, share your work with upcoming young doctors. कैसा लगता है रे बोरा? ये sentence कैसा लगता है? Start playing hockey. Center half, passing the ball. He will hit the goal. Pass the ball. नहीं अपन सब खाएगा. छोड़ दो यार. Pass the ball यार. दुआ मिलेगा. उम्र बढ़ेगी. गाल चमकेगा. हाँ? Very important, my dear friends. 3 things what you need to do from today. Association, pass this as an order. Fatwa. हाँ मात्रे. काम पे जाते वक्त पति या पत्नी को शादी हुआ तो अपना पत्नी अपना पति. Because sometimes it's open for misinterpretation. No? Hug karni. Even if you are on the threshold of a divorce, hug her or hug him. Threshold of a divorce. Even if your father-in-law did not give her any property, still hug him. Hug her. Touch changes the brain. Extremely important. Okay? Extremely important. And don't say, I'm Malayali. We don't hug. Ami काय, ami to पुणेरी आहोत आम्ही. आम्ही आपटे. आम्ही दामले. ओ सगळं anatomy तेच आहे ना. Same है. Hug. And hug is a censor-approved sin. Shankaracharya of Kanchi told me it's allowed. Pope phoned me up, it's allowed. You can do it in front of the children. Children will feel, emotional development of children will be excellent if you do that. My dear friends, but don't start doing it today. She'll suspect. क्या हुआ? ये सब अचानक क्या हुआ? You say, हमारे हमारे कॉन्फ्रेंस में महर्षि हरीश शेट्टी आए थे. ये बता देना. My dear friends, cuddle before you sleep. In Marathi we say कुरवाळणे. पण दात घासू ना. Brush your teeth. Don't smell. Okay? Cuddle. Whatever fight you have had in the day, 5 minutes of cuddling. Mommy? It is beautiful. Touch changes the brain. Recorded evidence. I'm not a person who say, Abraham et al. Said, cuddle. Harish Shetty says cuddle. My dear friends, as I slowly stop, laptop philosophy. His lap, my top. His top, my lap. Now you suddenly start doing this, sir. She'll say, 25 साल तुम किधर थे? अभी अचानक तुम्हें याद आई मेरी? तो उनको बोलो, आज तक जिंदगी ऐसे वैसे जिया है, आज से अच्छे से जीऊंगा. Touch changes the brain. And sometimes some wives will say, you sit, huh? Is it therapy? Yes, therapy. What time of the day? That Dr. Shetty did not say. Okay? Put your lap. No, you put your lap, I am going to read my book. Nahi yaar. There are experiments to say that when you really put a dog's head on your lap, the BP of the dog also normalizes, the BP of the person also normalizes. This is also very important. My dear friends, as I stop, in the 40s, identity crisis. अपन कुछ किया ही नहीं. IMA का president बनेगा. Identity, and that is one. And be very careful about cynicalism. Winston Churchill called his depression Black Dog, and World Health Organization came up with a 4-minute movie which has all the evidences of mental health, and they said that exercise can dissolve mild depression and stress. And this is not that Black Dog, but this is a video, 4-minute video. Share it with all your friends, all your patients. As I slowly stop, in spite of doing all this, you may feel, yeah, I don't feel like doing anything. I feel hopeless, I feel useless. I don't feel like coming to work. And remember, people who cry may not always be depressed, and people who are depressed may not choose to cry. Identify depression early, and if you are stressed, don't say I'm stressed. Go to a psychiatrist, screen yourself, and find out if you are depressed. Agitation can be depression. Depression is very cunning. It can come in many disguises. Exhaustion can be depression. Physical exhaustion, tired. Pain here and there is depression. Inge wali kirdu, ange puli kirdu, inge wali kirdu. Depression. I'm using Tamil because everybody is speaking Tamil here. सब Tamil है इधर. In Maharashtra Tamil चलता है. But I speak good Tamil. Aatk Tamil I know, not Veetik Tamil. My dear friends, time is not always the best healer. Vascular guys, you don't wait, abhi hoega. Nahi na, you intervene. Similarly for the mind. And as I slowly stop, 3 best slides of the century. Even if you do not like your wife or your husband, don't play around with the children. Okay? And this next slide is the slide of the century. This deserves at least a clap. This is Pika clap. I want that's it. That was good. Who was that? Who was that? Okay, thank you. I like that. Which you did with 2 fingers or 4 fingers? 2 fingers. Okay. And this is just, your kids are very dangerous. Have at least 2. One is not enough. How many of you have only 1 child? मौसम अच्छा है बहुत, आ जाके करो कुछ. My dear friends, this is just, you want to be effective or only good? Effective guys make mistakes. Okay? And this is a TP slides. Parents' expectations from children. Okay? I would like to thank each one of you. I also thank Dr. Paresh because I phoned him up yesterday. मैं पूछा तुम लोगों का साला stress है क्या? मेरे को तो मालूम ही नहीं. परेश ने ऐसा लंबा लिस्ट भेजा. और हरेक का, बॉम्बे का हरेक का, मुझे उन लोगों ने कुंडली भेजा उसने. हरेक बॉम्बे का जो कुछ वास्कुलर सर्जन है ना, कुंडली भेजा उसने. और अच्छा बोला सर. Don't screw his life. With this, my dear friends, congratulations for this conference. And I saw a book of yours, 30 years, wonderful book, wonderfully designed. But this should go to the common man. You should give it to all the health editors of Bombay, of every newspaper, and ask them to write something about it. It's a good idea. because this really tracks the history of your association across 30 years. Don't look at the watch, say मेरा 1 घंटा बाकी है. With this, thank you. And I expect a thunderous applause.